in the foolishness of God, even if you think God is foolish, He's actually hidden His wisdom. Because in the midst of that, God wanted to actually shine in Babylon. So He was looking for how He can carry His custodians, His intercessors into Babylon. In the days God wanted men to intercede, so He gave you admission into Polytechnic. In the day God wanted intercessors in full Lafia, as the apostle said, He gave you admission into full Lafia, so that at least He can have a warrior in the hostel. But you went to the hostel and you downloaded season movies and you have never missed one season. So after a while, God will find another way of captivity, and some of you may be extra year. It's not because you wanted it, but because you have not been faithful in obeying God, so He gave you extra year. So you are in a miracle service now so that God can redeem time. But we want to let you understand that some people failure is tied to their disobedience to God. So no matter how much we say, if they did not begin to obey God, they may still fail. So my understanding to you is that your ability to give yourself to God bring you to the point of success automatically. These men were in captivity, but again, when they went to captivity, now they have sense. And as they enter captivity, when they have sense, God begin to be victorious through them. Go with me and let's advance. The Bible said, and the king spake unto Aspenas, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring of the children of Israel and of the king's seed and of the princes, children in whom was what? No blemish. But they were what? Even the king does not want stupid people. Even the king is looking for those that have some light. The king is looking for those that have some ointment of grace and glory. He said, bring unto me people that are well favored, that don't have blame. Bring unto me people that are skillful in all wisdom. Do you realize the thing that God put upon men from Isaiah 11? So the king is looking for people that the hand of God is there. See, they don't use normal people for ritual. It's people that have a star. Anytime they want to use people to do anything demonic, they look for those that there is something upon their head. Devil does not just pervert everybody. Some people are not useful. They are very useless. So when the king of Babylon was looking for men he could use, he said, find me, and he may not be a Christian, but find me those that have wisdom in God, those that have cunning knowledge, and those that understand science. What is his interest in science? No wonder you saw Babylon was the superpowers of that time. It was because they have interest in science. Whether you like it or not, science and technology is the cutting edge of advancement. And you see, it was actually what was given to the sons of light. In the kingdom are men of science. Everybody that was a scientist, there was no Muslim among them. They were all Christians. In fact, most of them were part of the Roman Catholic fathers that actually had those understanding. So the wisdom in understanding in science is part of what was deposited in God. You are not permitted to fail in school because it was an origination from the stem of Jesse. Go advance with me. He said, and such that have the ability among them to stand in my palace, in whom they might teach what? Learning and the tongues of the Chaldeans. That means even the king is not looking for useless people, looking for those that have certain level of ability. In the days when God wants to use men, he chooses for those that have some abilities. In the day when even the kings of Cana people want to use, they look for those that have ability. When you advance with me, find me the place where after a while it was, because we don't have time, after a while it was realized that Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego had more capacity than every other person. Mind you, that king conquered in many nations. Media, find me that one and project it. That king conquered many lands. So in all of those lands, he gathered their best. So there was a separation technique. Gather me your best and bring me your best, so that they can be part of my entourage. Not like our federal government today that surround themselves with fools like them. No one that had wisdom. No Ahithophel among them. Every of their counsel is rubbish. Moving forward, but actually advancing backward. What a country. We need to pray for Nigeria. Never. Let the spirit of Nigeria not enter inside you. This spirit of backwardness. Nigeria has been so long. Moving forward is a happy. Sometimes we wish and pray for those days. How we wish we can return back to when 1 naira was equal to $1. When we used to buy fuel for 20 naira. When we used to buy Coca-Cola for 20 naira. It's as though we are going backward instead of us to move forward. What a country. Nigeria needs serious deliverance. If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves. Is it possible for Nigeria to be humble? Because most of our fathers went and met the people that they're supposed to tell them be humble, and they collected change and they humbled them. And that is why don't let that stupid spirit. Anytime you travel out of Nigeria without your green passport, when people look at you, they look at you like a Yahoo boy. You said? No, I'm telling you. Igbo just came back from the embassy. He's supposed to go to the US. But anytime they look at you, they say, Yahoo. When they look at you, they say, you are false. They're even afraid. Everybody can be doing where their phone is with them here. When a Nigerian man enter, they will now carry it and put it in their phone, their pocket, because they know that something is about to happen. It's a strange spirit, a spirit of corruption. It was Buhari that said, it's either we fight corruption or corruption will fight us. Say it's either we kill corruption or corruption will kill us. At the tail end, he was defeated by corruption himself. Every EFCC chairman end up being arrested. How? You that they employ you to be the one checkmating people that are doing corruption. Later on, we discover you are the boss. So there is something about the seat that when you enter, so we can take Apostle David now and give him EFCC chairman. Say, okay, since he's a pastor, as he just enter and sit there, a spirit of Nigeria will enter, and he will leave the spirit of wisdom, spirit of counsel, and before you know it, Nigeria. Let me find how to end. Media, you have not found that scripture for me. Let me paraphrase. And at the end of 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children we did eat in the portion of the king's meat. Advanced to where they had wisdom and understanding. That's what I want. Yes. As for these 4 children, God gave them what? Knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now at the end of the days that the king has said he should bring them in, then the princes of the eunuch brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. That means in the day the king was looking for those he can use, God created the people and sent to him. School system, I believe, is designed to bring us to a point where we can become relevant in our society. But peradventure you go to school, it seems as if it's not working. Mind you, God can give some of these things. It's possible for a man to be taught chemistry by God. It's possible for a man to be taught science. The people that created innovations, many of them, I tell you the truth, they didn't learn it from the classroom. The people that discover how to use microphone, how to create shoes, nobody sat down and taught them. People teach what has been discovered. What about the things that have not been discovered? What I'm trying to let you understand in this miracle service is that you and I can enter into a realm of discovering God by the power of this element. And in this hall, something can happen to you, something can happen to you, something can happen to you. One idea, one knowledge, one understanding can put your name and the entire family in a globe.